So a lot of people think Dubai is ridiculously expensive. It can be, but that's what I'm here to do today, is to help educate you and talk you through some of the hacks around how you can save money in Dubai. And what I'm talking about are savings like 20%, 50%, even 100%. So stick around to the end because I'll show you how you can actually get free food in Dubai. When I'm talking about discounts, I'm not saying that I'm eating like a monk or, I'm cooking ramen on the stove or something like that. I'm still getting delivery and I'm still eating out and I'm still getting a few perks here and there. So, I'm enjoying myself here. It's not a case of, as I say, cooking ramen on the stovetop. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I almost never pay full price for food in Dubai. So that can be groceries, it can be delivery, it can even be eating out. So stick around and I'll show you all of these tips. Before we dive into the video, if you're new here, I'm Dan Hunter. I moved to Dubai about a year ago now, and I used a company called GenZone who helped me set up my company. They sorted all of my visas out because the process is incredibly, it's just a pain in the ass to do on your own. And without the proper contacts in the government agencies and things, it'll just take you forever to do. So I used GenZone to do it. The service was flawless. I've partnered with them, and if you click the link in the pinned comment below, there's also, I think, one in the description. You can have a 45-minute call with either Kevin or Cheyenne, who are the co-founders of the business, and they'll talk you through the setup process, if it's right for you, and how simple it is. You can be out in Dubai in less than a month, so it's well worth it, and their service is second to none. I wouldn't partner with them if they weren't probably the best in the business. Anyway, enough of that. If you want to get out to Dubai, use them. On with the video. Right, so back to the food savings. I'm going to break this video down into 3 distinct sections. Number 1 is going to be ordering food online. Number 2 is going to be eating out at restaurants. And number 3 is going to be buying groceries. And let's start with the one that pretty much everyone gets wrong, the delivery apps. So people often will make the mistake in Dubai of thinking that food is really expensive. And to be honest with you, it's not. It's not as expensive as other parts of the world, but you can still be savvy with your money and you can still make some quite significant savings. So first off, there are apps like Careem, Noon, Talabat, these types of food ordering apps. And these apps will generally have offers in place. Like if you've used Deliveroo or Uber Eats, you'll see that there's a section that have offers. But Dubai seem to do like really stunning offers. So they'll usually in Careem, but you can select the offers tab and it's like 50% off. And a lot of it seems to be food that I quite like. Maybe you won't like it, but a lot of it seems to be like Lebanese food. And a special shout out to Aloe Beirut in Dubai. I love their food. Anyway, they're well worth checking out. There are other deals as well that seem to be on Careem, and if you get Noon as well. I seem to remember that Starbucks do a deal with, I think it's exclusive with Careem, where on a Monday, I think it's buy one, get one free, and that includes like delivery as well. So if you like your coffee and you like Starbucks, that's well worth having. And here's another really interesting tip. If you use Noon, which is like 12 Noon, N-O-O-N, it's very similar to Careem. They're all quite similar. But what you can do is you can get this Noon credit card, which if you use the credit card on Noon, you get a further 20% off. Yeah, like 20% off. So you can stack these discounts. So if you're getting 40% off in like the Noon app, then you're using the credit card, you're getting an additional 20% off. And it's a no-brainer at that point. So that means if you're making like a 100 dirham order, which I don't know, I think that's like £30, something like that, maybe $25, something around that area, then that bill can very quickly drop to like 40, 50, 60 dirhams, which, you know, these savings add up. And if there's 2 of you eating, it's basically like 1 of you's eating for free. And section 2, so this is going to be around eating out. So for me, this is where most people burn through cash in Dubai, and it's so easy to do because you can, whilst there's no tax in Dubai, there are other ways they tax you with expensive restaurants and things like that. So if you want to go and spend $1,000 on dinner, you can very, very easily do that if you are so inclined. But if, you know, you're like me and you're a mere mortal, and, you know, spending a couple of $100 on dinner is excessive, then there are lots of ways to save money. And the first way of saving money is with the app, the Entertainer. So this is a must-have in Dubai, especially if you're a family or a couple. You're able to get these really stunning discounts on there. So if you're spending, you know, 600 or 700 dirhams on a meal, you'll get these 50% off offers. So what a lot of people use the Entertainer for is they will use it to choose where to go out, because there's so much choice in Dubai and there's so much to do that, you know, you can eat out every night of the week for, you know, years and never sort of scratch the surface really. So it's great to use the Entertainer app to look and think, well, do we want to go to downtown, or do we want to go to Marina, or do we want to go Jumeirah Beach or somewhere, wherever. You can then choose somewhere that's got this hefty discount, and they're big discounts, like 50%, as I say, well worth having. So if you're going with your wife, girlfriend, husband, or whoever, 1 of you's eating for free. The other one as well is back to Careem. What Careem have started doing is it's this kind of dine out thing. So you find the restaurant that you want to go to, and it will be on the Careem app under the dine in section, I think. And you go to the restaurant, and then I think at the start of the meal, you have to say, oh, I'm going to be paying with the Careem app. And if you pay with Careem, then you get 10 or 20% off. Again, worth having. So that's another thing to bear in mind. I don't believe that you can stack that with the Entertainer. I think you can only use 1 app at a time. And number 3 is going to be groceries. So a good thing, or a good way of saving on groceries, is you can get an account with First Abu Dhabi Bank. So you can get an account with First Abu Dhabi Bank, and they do this cashback system. So you can buy groceries, you can buy food, whatever, and every transaction gives you 5% cash back. So that really adds up if you do kind of all of your spending on this First Abu Dhabi card. Now that will stack with other discounts, because that's a payment method. So if you're getting 60% off with the Noom app and then oh, actually you can't stack it with the Noom credit card, but if you're stacking it with, like, say a Careem discount of 30%, and then you pay with your First Abu Dhabi Bank card, you're getting an additional 5% cash back, and that's paid to you every month, which is it's nice to see that money plop into your account, and you think, oh, where's that come from? You know, so depending what you're spending, it could be a couple of $100 and more. Okay, so that's the main 3, but I'm going to give you a little bonus here, and this is how to eat for free. And I'm not talking about dining and dashing, you know, like the succulent Chinese meal guy. I'm not talking about that, but there's an invite-only app in Dubai. Well, I'm not sure if it's just Dubai, but I heard about it in Dubai, and it's called the Secret Society. So you need to be an influencer, really. You need to be somebody that's got a reasonably sizable Instagram following. I do know somebody that's just got like a couple of thousand Instagram followers, and they were accepted, but the really big discounts and things like that are given to people with large socials. So it's usually women that are able to kind of go to the Atlantis Hotel on the Palm and have free meals, free whatever. And what they're asking you to do is, it'll be things like Google reviews, it will be making posts and tagging yourself in these posts, and so it's going out to your followers that you're in this place. And I would imagine you probably have to say nice things about the place, but the good news is most of these places are pretty good anyway. So yeah, if you're if you're a slightly bigger deal on social media, then you can get this Secret Society app and you can swan around in Dubai eating for free. So anyway, that's gonna about do it today for that video, guys. And if you like the sound of Dubai, you want to get yourself out here, you can book in with GenZone, as I said, and they will help you get out here to Dubai, where you can set up your business and be out here in less than a month. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments, but I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.